best way to get shit done? Schedule the shit out of your day.
Well, that was easy. Here at The Great Kind, we are all about becoming our greatest. So understanding how I'm spending my time day to day is going to help me find ways to use my time more effectively.
So I scheduled every 30 minutes of my day for the last 30 days, and it was pretty insane. So today I'm going to share with you the pros and cons, the benefits, what I learned, all that good stuff. And I asked you guys on IG, when you think about scheduling your day, what are some things you associate with it? And a lot of you said the word stress. It came up in different ways, but stress was really the predominant theme. And I think that it becomes really stressful when you're over planning and over scheduling because you think you're a productivity beast. Now, I hate to break it to you, but you're not. Now, it's not just about scheduling in productivity time, but also about scheduling in rest and creativity time and socialization time. So I created this chart that really helped me visualize all the different types of activities I wanted to have in my calendar to ensure that I don't come out of the 30 days like a complete hater of schedules.
Here's what the quadrant looks like. On the left-hand side, we have thinking from low to high, and on the bottom, we have doing from low to high. So the top left quadrant is high thinking, low doing, which is all about strategy setting. Things like planning my content calendar, checking my analytics to understand what's working and what isn't, or planning interviews and coffees with people I want to partner with and get to know better. Now on the top right quadrant, we have high thinking and high doing. So here it's showtime. For me, it's about creating workshops or free resources, delivering these workshops, creating art or videos. I mean, if you don't create, you consume, which brings us to the bottom left quadrant. This is all about low thinking and low doing. You're in pure consumption mode. Think Netflix, playing video games, sipping tea, staring off into space. Definitely needed, in moderation. Finally, we have the bottom right quadrant. This is high doing, low thinking. So these are my positive habits. They're non-negotiables like working out, cold showers, reading, chores. Basically, no questions asked, execution. Now, before I created a detailed schedule and started tracking my hours, I ended up spending a lot of time consuming, not creating. The number one concern most people have when it comes to chasing their dreams is that they don't have enough time. So much to do and so little time. Well, when I started tracking my time and scheduling my day, I realized how much time is actually wasted. So let's reclaim our time.
So scheduling your calendar is like taking your to-do list to the next level. So your to-do list is just a bunch of things that you have to get done in any amount of days. But scheduling a calendar is like when you got to get that thing done, what you got to get done in that day, and how much time you got to allocate to each thing.
Okay, whoa, hold up. So what is the difference between a to-do list and a calendar? So a to-do list gives you the satisfaction of checking things off. It's really quick to update, and you can schedule in reminders. However, it lacks organization, lacks duration info, and you can't really have prioritization details. A calendar, on the other hand, is naturally deadline oriented because you can see all the days before you approach your deadline. It shows the duration of a task, 30 minutes to 2 hours to a whole day. It's visually organized with categories. You have prioritization details with color coding, and you can schedule in meetings and reminders. It does take a long time to update and is easy to overschedule, but those are manageable cons in my opinion. So overall, I used to be a to-do list gal, but I'm definitely converting to a calendar gal.
To sum it up, I look at my calendar 3 times a day. Once in the morning to look at what needs to get done in the day, another time around 3 p.m. to reflect any changes that have taken place, and again towards the night, maybe 7 p.m., 8 p.m., to think about any changes that need to happen for the day that's upcoming. What I like to do once a week, so on Sundays preferably, is I like to plan the entire week ahead. It only takes 30 minutes, which is crazy when you think about it. It's big blocks, right? So the 30-minute blocks are like debriefs and setup time, things that are recurring in my calendar, and the bigger chunks are the stuff that I need to just know that, hey, head down, get the work done. Now, if you have a lot of meetings, I understand that your calendar can be heavily dependent on other people. And what I like to do, since I work alone, this is my hack alert, is I like to plan all of my people meetings in one day. So if I can do meeting after meeting after meeting, I prefer to do that so that then I have 3, 4, 5, 6 days of just me working on my own and not having to be interrupted by meetings. I think the biggest distraction that I noticed for myself was this guy. It is ridiculous how much time my phone has just sucked out of my day. Like, where did the time go? And I have the limit set on my social media apps. So, after an hour of using, it kind of pops up the screen that says, ignore limit. Are you sure you want to do that? And sometimes I've said, yes, I'm sure I want to do that. So instead, I have downloaded this other app called Forest, and here's how it works.
So this is what the app looks like. You have the freedom to choose your focus time anywhere from 10 minutes all the way up to 120 minutes. You click plant, and your plant starts to grow. Now, for any reason, if you hop out of the app, go to a different app, do your thing, and you come back to Forest, dun dun dun, your plant is dead.
It's so much easier for me to hit ignore limit than it is for me to watch a virtual plant die. I don't know what the psychology behind that is, but that is what works for me. So you gotta find what works for you. I know other people that swear by putting their phone in another room, just out of sight, out of mind. Here is the moment of truth. We're gonna look at the 4 categories that I made for myself and whether or not I've made an improvement on those categories. Let's have a look.
So I'm seeing a solid amount of improvement on each of these categories. 3% more time strategizing, 11% more time creating, 6% less time consuming, which is fantastic, 8% more time on my habits, and sleep has stayed the same. Looking back, my calendar is up to date on what actually occurred, and looking forward, my calendar is a healthy balance of strategy, creation, consumption, and positive habits.
So that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're going to implement any of the tactics I shared, I would love for you to let me know down below. And I will see you in the next